Hello everyone, welcome to a new video for Bitcoin price prediction. We're gonna see our deep analysis for this weekend, and we want to discover what we might expect for Monday for this week. So we're gonna start from the all-time history until the 1 hour chart as usual. Starting with the all-time history, where we are looking at our cycles 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. It's an impulse finished a wave A or a wave 1 there, and we got an ABC correction here as a wave B or a wave 2. Another impulse starting a wave 1 again, which it might be your impulse here as a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 again to finish a wave C or a wave 3. By all means, you might be here in a 1, 2, 3, and then 4 and a 5, meaning still continuation towards the upside in the next cycles. Or it is a zigzag here where we are looking at an A, B, and a C, where you might still reach, of course, the potential target for 230K here for Bitcoin. Now, basically, both case scenarios, we are expecting an impulse, whether it is a wave C or a wave 3, both have to be 5 waves, right? We're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. And basically, the wave 2 normally has to reach at least the 0.38 Fibonacci level, which is at 56K. Can be, of course, in between the zero point 0.5 and 0.38 to reach the 44K as well. We are looking for 3 waves structure to be completed, whether it is a shallow 3 waves or it is a deeper 3 waves towards the downside. Of course, the deeper correction here that it might still get for the perfect fib levels in a wave 2, 0.618, 0.786, around the 24 and 34 or 35K for Bitcoin. And that means, of course, that the timing as well is very, very essential. And because the timing based on this wave 1, which is a very long time here pushing towards the upside, might require, of course, much more time for a wave 2 to unfold, where we might still get a confluence here between the time and the wave C low there, where we might take the 44K potentially and then push toward the upside for the 1.618 230K for Bitcoin and around it. So very interesting for Bitcoin. The old season also might be something related, of course, to this bull run as we for the altcoin as we are looking for. We'll see what's gonna happen, but basically the crypto market need Bitcoins, of course, to push toward the upside to finish this bear market to start something very, very impulsive again towards the upside. Now, if we move to the channeling here, for the channeling, we are looking also at the weekly. For the channeling, we are looking at our base channel for the previous bull run, where we got this impulse towards the upside from the 15K here in October 2022. And of course, we push for 5 waves, where we have finished a wave 5. The the trend here has shifted towards the downside once we got a signal that the price is breaking out the base channel. Once you break out of the base channel, that means that yes, very likely that we are in a bear market, and here we are. We have started to trace our base channel here to figure it out in case a wave 3 will unfold, because normally a wave 3 has to break the base channel taken from the wave 1 here. This is our wave 1, by the way. It's a double 1, 2. In case that it was a wave 3, well, it's not the case, definitely, since we saw, of course, a very long projection towards the upside here, or it was a potential wave 4, but it should be over there, like after finishing 3 waves here, because this was a perfect alternation for a wave 2, I would say, and then pushing towards the downside here directly without this move towards higher prices and breaking the base channel somehow, despite that it is a fake out. But it was much more preferable in case for a deep correction that the wave 3 unfolds starting from that point here and breaking the base channel to claim and to confirm a wave 3. This did not happen because normally the wave 3 of an impulse always project outside the base channel. As we can see, also the invalidation was taken where we had a potential 1, 2 here, 3. Let's say this is your wave 3 and this is your wave 4. Well, it has touched, of course, the zone 1, which is an invalidation. It's not allowed that the wave 1 and the wave 4 interfere together. Meaning this is a finished structure there as the 3 waves, W, X, and Y. For a W, and of course another three waves toward the upside, very shallow one, which is an X here and not a B. Because if we are in a wave B, you are in a three waves down there, and a wave B as a regular flat when you have three waves. That means a wave B has to reach at least between the zero point 0.7 and zero point 0.9 Fibonacci level, meaning the wave B should retrace a very high. And this did not happen. And that means, of course, this is very likely a wave X. Now, you will tell me, but what if it is a wave B for a zigzag? Well, for a zigzag, you need, of course, an impulse here. And because this is not an impulse, despite that you have one, two, three, four, and a five here, internally, the problem with it is that internally, your wave three is also an expanding diagonal. Meaning, if you are in a one, two, three, and then four and a five, your wave three here is a one, two, three, four, and a five. Your wave four has touched the zone one, and your wave three was very shallow, I would say. It's still fine, can be an impulse, but not when we break, of course, the zone one, when we take the invalidation. It's a broken rule for an impulse. So we cannot count this as a wave three because wave three should be an impulse, a clean impulse, healthy one, without invalidation. And this is not the case. Turning this into an expanding diagonal, which is a finished wave A or a W, I would say, another X and a wave Y that it might be unfolding here towards the downside, as you can see, ABC. Yeah, because internally also you have only an impulse downward here. So if we count the waves there within this trend here, you will realize that one, two, three, four, and a five, kind of like yeah, internally one, two, three, four, and a five, kind of like a one impulse here and another impulse, turning this into a zigzag. And that means, of course, this impulse wave C is turning a zigzag as a wave Y. If we go back to the channels here, so basically we are still looking therefore for a WX and a Y, a large WX and a wave Y. I'm looking forward for a deeper zigzag again. So basically, we got here another potential three waves that it might reach exactly the red zone, which is our timing for wave two, minimum requirement 0.58 Fibonacci level, and we might finish it as an ABC zigzag, where we might reach even a 40K as a potential one-to-one Fibonacci level, taken from the W to the X to the wave Y here, and then start something as a bull run potential. So basically, for the daily as well, the probabilities, I explained this almost every day in the daily analysis, but I'm gonna repeat it here. Of course, where we might have a potential deep wave two here. The deep wave two, the only way to get it is, of course, finishing a wave A, then B, and a C. And that means, of course, in case we are going in a deeper correction for a wave two there and a longer time, of course, very likely that we are in a wave A here, but not an impulse because, again, one, two, one, two, three, four invalidation. So I would say those are out of the box. Yeah, so we are not looking for it anymore. What I'm looking for right now is to finish this potential wave A as three waves. And that means if you finish here as a three waves, once we finish the wave WX and Y here, the zigzag that we were talking about there, that means in case this happen, you will finish a three waves, then you will get another three waves for a wave B, potentially a little bit higher, and then we might push again a one, two, three, four, five towards the downside to reach 33 or I would say 36 or 25K for Bitcoin in case of a deep correction. But I doubt it so far. We still need, of course, to finish first the WX and a Y here in a shallow bear market, which is those probabilities, I would say. Now, obviously, the one that it had worked for us is the WX and a Y. The most shallowest one, which is a little bit more aggressive, not reaching the zero point 0.7, zero point 0.9 Fibonacci level for a wave, be in a regular flat where we might have three down, three up, and then one, two, three, four, five. But in this case, we cannot really call this as a wave B. And of course, this is not an impulse. Again, I explained because the wave 3 is an expanding diagonal, which is not allowed. That turns it into a WX and a Y. And that means the ABC is next, of course, to reach our red zone here. for Bitcoin. Expanding flat is anyway. So far, we didn't got the regular flat anyway. Why we have to think about an expanding flat? Those are the probabilities for the shallow bear market, and very likely the highest probability here is unfolding as WXNY. I'm still expecting an ABC zigzag. Now, if we dive inside it on the 2 hours chart for Bitcoin, we are looking also at this final impulse here after the X. Yeah, we got an impulse. We're looking for a wave A in the blue count, wave B, and a C to push towards the downside, where we have already also a finished wave 1, 2, and then wave 3, 4, and a 5. We might still get, of course, something as another impulse. So I think I deleted this by mistake. So 1, 2, and a 3, 4, and a 5. So I'm going to put this in orange brackets. There we go. So for this impulse, yeah, it's still very likely that we push for lower, where we have 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 to finish a wave 3 there in the orange, and then getting another wave 4 and a 5 to finish the wave 8. This might be very, very low to reach, of course, the 50K for Bitcoin and only as a wave A, and then having another wave B and a wave C to reach, of course, 40K maybe, which is our target for a zero point 0.5 Fibonacci level as well, as we saw on the macro level. A, B, and a C, 40K, 45K, and around this number. I'm very confident that we might start to see something pushing toward the upside from there. So on the 1 hour chart for this move for the wave 5 here that we're looking at here, we have a wave 5 unfolding toward the downside in double 1 2, where we have 1 2 1 2, wave 3, then wave 4 there. This wave 4 is very likely a WX and a Y. Of course, after finishing this wave 3 in double 1 2 as well. So we have 1 2 1 2 3 4 and a 5, and then a 4 and a 5 unfolding right now. Now, on the 1 hour chart, we were expecting the 1.0 Fibonacci level, 61K here, taken from the W to the X to the Y. As you can see, we barely reach it, and we start an impulse downward yesterday. And very likely that a 1-2 formation is unfolding over there on the 15-minute chart. Meaning this impulse there is unfolding as a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, very likely finished, or even the wave 5 can be a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 here as an ending diagonal. But yeah, truncation, I doubt it a little bit for wave 5. However, I still see this as an impulse because you don't get any invalidation here. So you have a gap between the wave 3. So it is an impulse, definitely wave 1, and then A, and then potential 3 waves for wave B. Wave C, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, taking the high of the A. So this is kind of like an expanding flat, large one as a wave 2, and we might continue the drop toward the downside. Now, as a confirmation for something that it might push for higher, well, this might be our confirmation for higher prices. And that means in case we take this high again, this is a green flag again that we might push for higher. Now you tell me what is the probability. So the probability is still there for a potential wave C, large wave C. And that means in case that we don't continue the impulse and we take the invalidation for this target there, we might be for a 3 waves up, 3 waves down, and then 5 waves up for a wave C, expanding flat A, B, and a C. This might be very, very high, of course, in cases we get to 70K, 72K. So that is a very high move there from Bitcoin. If we finish only here at 3 waves, we're taking the low, meaning it's an expanding a flat unfolding toward the upside for a wave C. The signal for that is on the 15-minute chart as well, starting by a confirmation, or I would say this is our pre-confirmation for higher prices. And our full confirmation is, of course, by taking this high. Why? Because we invalidate the WX and Y here, which is confirmation for higher prices. That means, yeah, it's a little bit hard to call it, but like several 1-2s or even a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But also it's hard for a diagonal. Yeah, but it can be, of course, zigzags, as you can see, like an A, B, and a C, another ABNSC, and another ABNSC here, that it can be kind of like a diagonal, but I don't like the shape at all. Honestly, it doesn't look beautiful. And of course, it's a guideline. Like it should look nice and should look beautiful as a potential diagonal, but this is not a case. Yeah, so very likely that this is a finished WX and a Y, where we have three waves up for a W here, three waves down for a wave X, and three waves up for a wave Y, finishing wave 4 as a 1 2 and a 1 2 3 4 and a 4 and a 5. Of course, so we're still looking for another 1 2 3 4 5 to finish up this bear market in highest probability. Of course, a green flag and something that it is unfolding differently is starting by taking the confirmation for higher, which is around, I would say, 60K, $890. This is our confirmation for higher, meaning, yeah, something can be as a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 continuation toward the upside, and very likely to unfold a large expanding flat wave C, which is very, very bullish, right? From the 60K to the 72K. That was it for Bitcoin, the deep analysis. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your likes and comments. See you in the next one. Bye bye. Before you leave, make sure to join our private Discord community. There you will get daily updates faster than YouTube, plus exclusive bonus trading signals for the gold, silver, Bitcoin, and stocks. You can also request one special technical analysis every day and get access even to our only members video on YouTube and also on Discord, and stay ahead, of course, with economic and political news that actually moves the market. And of course, we do regular Q&A sessions, so you can get your questions answered directly in the Discord. And of course, if you're serious about leveling your trading, the Discord link is below in the description and in the comments. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your likes and comments, and see you in the next one. Bye bye.